Do you have it? Do you have it?
From Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida, welcome to Guts, the action sports show that's gonna make you sweat. And now, today's fearless players wearing the breathless blue from Seminole High School, Jerome, JJ, Perkins! And the risk-taking red from Tuscaloosa Middle School, Mark, the Bakkster, Bakker! And in the fearless purple from Greenwood Lakes Middle School, Kristina, the Crusader, Lundberg! Hello everyone, I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena, home of Nickelodeon Guts, the action sports show where kids live out their greatest sports fantasies. Today our players once again will be competing in 4 spectacular events, and after that they'll get a chance at tackling our radical rock, the aggro crag, where almost anything can happen. The player with the most points at the end of all of our events is the winner, and he or she will be able to take home with them a glowing piece of our awesome rock. Now remember folks, all of our events here on Guts are specifically designed with our players' safety in mind. Our players will be wearing safety equipment, and we'll have a professional stunt coordinator and stunt spotters with them at all times. So please, do not try this at home. Yeah. Now the basketball game's ready to start, and you're squaring off for a jump ball with Patrick Ewing. Your teammates are counting on the tip. Can you do it? Well, on Guts, we'll increase your odds with an elastic cord. Jump ball, a new elastic sports event on Guts. Let's go to our referee, Moira Quirk, for the rules. Mo.
Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will jump off their aerial bridge towards the center post. Our players will have 7 chances to tip the jump ball into their scoring zone. The player with the most jump balls in their zone wins. Mike. All
right, so our players up on top of the aerial bridge and in position for the first jump ball.
Players, on your mark, get set.
All right, and so head-to-head they go in this new elastic sports event, and it looks like Jerome and JJ Perkins scoring on that first tap. They'll put another one in place, 6 more jump balls for our players to compete against.
On your mark, get set.
All right, folks, going up and the initial tap right there. Jerome hitting the first one, and Kristina, the Crusader, coming back, hitting it into the purple section.
On your mark, get set.
Just showing right here that sticking to it, and a powerful smack right there by Jerome. But the initial tip, if it isn't hard enough, oftentimes the other players will smack it right back into their section.
On your mark, get set.
All right, you definitely need the height, but you got to get to it first, and Jerome is definitely getting to there first. Right now, with 3 scores out of a possible 4.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so the height getting there first, and Jerome hits that, and it lands in blue after going off of Kristina. Jerome again with the score. He has 4 now out of a possible 5. 2 more jump balls.
On your mark, get set.
All right, let's see if Jerome will continue his domination, and he certainly is. Off of the arm of Kristina, the Crusader in purple, but Jerome with another.
On your mark, get set.
The final jump, and let's see right here what happens. Oh, none of our players even getting to the ball on that last one. And Jerome showing in this event just how quick he was. Let's go to Mo and find out the results.
Well, in first place was Jerome in blue with a score of 5. In second place, Kristina in purple with 1. And in third place, Mark in red with 0.
All right, so you take a look right here on the replay. Going up, all 3 players going at it. Jerome with the initial hit, but Kristina knocking it back into the purple section and getting the score right here. And we have our winner of our last event. Congratulations, nice job, Jerome, on that last one. Now, how does it feel to go head-to-head against those other players?
I don't know. I was jumping and leaning forward like they was telling me to do, and I did it. Hitting the ball in my zone. And just kept doing and doing. I kept scoring.
5 out of a possible 7. You bet you kept scoring. Now, I want to take a look at the replay right here, and you can describe for us what happened in this replay. You're jumping down. What was your strategy?
Just try to hit the ball and just get into the my zone.
Which I guess is you'd be all right. You'd be more than all right. You got first place in that one. 5 hits for Jerome. Let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard standings.
Mike, first place in our events is worth 300 points. That goes to Jerome in blue. In second place with 200 points Kristina in purple, and in third place with 100 points, Mark in red.
So that is our first event, and right now it's time for a segment we call Spill Your Guts.
Jerome JJ Perkins Jr. is a 14-year-old basketball MVP who has also won baseball trophies. For JJ, guts equals tolerance.
All right, well, we'll see what JJ can do in our next event, free kick. A little soccer coming your way. Now, can you imagine an entire World Cup soccer team all kicking soccer balls at you? Whoa! Yeah, you got to knock them down. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo!
Very nice. In this event, each player will have 45 seconds to defend their goal against two cannons shooting soccer balls at them. Players must stay in their zone at all times, and the player who blocks the most balls wins. Players, on your mark, please. Get set.
All right, so 45 seconds for our players to try to knock down as many soccer balls as they can. And those soccer balls are firing at our players. We need quick reaction time in this event. You got to be able to move from side to side, and if you commit to going after one soccer ball, you got to get rid of that one before you go for the next one. Not only that, hand-eye coordination is extremely important. And I'm not talking about video game style, folks. No, I'm talking sports style. You got to make your feet and your hands move extremely quickly. And once you decide to go after one, stay with it. Not only that, you got to sacrifice your body in this event. And these balls are coming at our players, continuing as time runs out here. All right, so our players doing some good work right there, trying to knock down as many soccer balls as possible. Let's go to Mo for the official results. Mo.
In first place was Jerome in blue, blocking 19 balls. In second place, Mark in red, blocking 11. In third place, Kristina in purple, blocking 8.
All right, and so take a look right here as Mark, one getting by him right there as you take a look at our soccer cam right there for his goal. But got his hands in front of a couple of those right there. And then we take a look at Jerome. We're talking about hand-eye coordination, good movement going from side to side. There's 3 right there. Excellent work for him. Let's go to the leaderboard and Mo.
Well, right now, Jerome in blue is in the lead with 600 points and tied in second place with 300 points each, Mark in red and Kristina in purple.
So Jerome doubling the score of Mark and Kristina. Will he be able to take first place in our next event? Come back. Welcome back to Guts, the action sports show that asks, do you have it? Extreme Arena ready for our next event, but right now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Mark the Bakkster Bakker is an 11-year-old intramural all-star. When the Bakkster isn't winning all-star trophies, he's going to the movies. For Mark, guts equals morale.
All right, so we are getting ready for our next event, Invisible Boat, which takes place right here in our pool. And our players don't need any boats in this one, no way. They're gonna power themselves across the pool, across those rapids, with just a paddle. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
At the sound of my whistle, each of our players will paddle themselves across the pool. They must touch the edge of the pool with their paddle to end the race. Best time wins. I think we're ready. On your mark, get set.
Jerome with the perfect score on the line, and a good push-off goes running across the pool. Let's see if he gets a good stretch right here. And he does. Folks, let's find out if that time is official from Mo. Mo.
Indeed, Jerome clocked in at 6.7 seconds officially.
Folks, he had it all together. Watch as he pushes off and then never stopping as he runs, continuing to run through this pool, powering himself, combining his leg speed and his arm paddling and the stretch for a fantastic time of 6.7. And he's getting dried off. That is going to be a tough time to beat. Mark is up next.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so Mark with a chance to break his perfect score. Jerome's the time to beat 6.7. And Mark with good movement across the pool. All right, and the stretch right there. He also with a good time, but if that's official, it won't be enough. Let's go to Mo.
Mark clocked in at 9.5 seconds, Mike.
Okay, so as Mark steps down, let's take a look. He did not get the same push off, so the momentum different than what Jerome had. So Mark here with a good time and working very hard in the pool here, and a nice stretch at the end. But the push-off at the beginning of the event making the difference right here. Kristina's up next.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so Kristina with the good push-off right here. She's across the pool in good time, folks. Trying to beat 6.7. She's going to need a good stretch. She's going for second place points right there. And, oh, struggling at the end right there with the stretch. Let's go to Mo for the results.
Kristina clocked in at 11.6 seconds. That puts Jerome in first place, Mark in second place, Kristina in third place.
So Jerome holding on to his perfect score right there, and Kristina going for second place points after passing the time of 6.7. She ended up with 11.6 and a little bit of trouble there with the stretch at the end. What do you think of that last event?
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, you have to get the paddle in, and you have to keep moving like you're on a bicycle the whole time. It's really hard.
We'll take a look at the replay right here, and you can describe for us what happened as you were making it across the pool. And
I got a pretty good push off, and then as I was going by, it starts to get deeper, and you have to get the paddle in, and I guess I just didn't do as well as I should have with the paddle.
well, you just didn't get the stretch right there at the end. There you are, hustling across the pool. You might have been able to reach for the stretch, and then you hesitated a moment.
Well, then I just pushed right there, dropped the paddle, but...
Drop the paddle and 11.6 your time. Let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard right now. Mo.
Mike, Jerome in blue is still in the lead with 900 points. In second place, Mark in red with 500 points. In third place, Kristina in purple with 400 points.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, PS, and PS here stands for perfect score for Jerome. And now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Kristina the Crusader Lundberg is a 13-year-old cheerleader who practices her winning moves on a trampoline. When Kristina isn't crusading for the home team, she's studying. For Kristina, guts equals integrity.
And we will see what the Crusader can do in our next elastic sports event, the longest yard, ladies and gentlemen. Our players were going to be jumping off this aerial bridge with an elastic cord on their back, hitting the ground right here, and then flying through the air into this sand pit. We'll see if we can break any Olympic records in our long jump version here on Guts. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, each of our players will get 3 jumps. Both feet must land in the sand, otherwise the jump will be disqualified. Best jump counts for each player. Longest jump wins. I think we're ready. Jerome, on your mark, get set.
All right, so Jerome with his first jump. Remember, he's got a perfect scoring line, trying to get some air right there. And we'll go to Mo for the ruling on that one. Mo.
That jump was disqualified. He landed with only 1 foot, Mike.
All right, so we will see if Jerome can get a good push on this next one. And remember to put both feet down. He's going for his second jump, and it looks like he's ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so with good power off the board, but no! Doesn't hit the ground on that one. Let's go to Mo.
That time he did not hit the ground, Mike. That jump did not count.
All right, so not counting again, not getting a good thrusting force off of the ground on that one, so wasn't able to even reach the sand pit to put his legs down. And the spotters are talking to him. He looks like he's ready to go for his third jump.
On your mark, get set.
Remember, folks, perfect scoring line here. He must try to put both his feet down there. And I believe he did. So we will go to Mo and get the official ruling after our judges find out what exactly his jump was. You can see them measuring it right now and putting his blue flag in place. Mo has the results.
Jerome's third and best jump was 8 feet 2 inches, Mike.
Okay, so 8 feet 2 inches, the mark to beat. And the mark Mark must beat. Mark goes into this event with 500 points. He is now in second place. Looks like he's ready for his first jump.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so Mark off the bridge and in the air. And folks, if that's official, the perfect score will be in jeopardy, or it is in jeopardy right now. It will be blown. If that is an official ruling, let's go to Mo for the official ruling.
Mark's first jump was 8 feet 7 inches, Mike.
Okay, so Mark ready for jump number 2.
On your mark, get set.
All right, let's see if he can improve on his own jump right there. And folks, it looks like he has. Increasing and putting both of his feet on the ground on that one, getting good momentum off of the initial thrust, flying through the air, putting both feet down. Let's go to Mo. Mo.
Mark's second jump, 10 feet 8.
All right, 10 feet 8, so improving.
On your mark, get set.
Kristina still has to go, so we'll see if Mark can pad a little bit more on there. And it doesn't look like the mark he just made on the last one will be an improvement over his last jump. So we will go to Mo and get the jump on that last one. Mo.
Mark's third jump, 9 feet 7. His best jump, 10 feet 8.
Okay, so 10 feet 8, now the mark to beat as Mark steps down from the aerial bridge. Kristina, the Crusader, going into this event with 400 points. She could also use the 300 points for first place, and it looks like she's ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so Kristina with the jump. And folks, oh, she had a fantastic jump, but I believe she only got 1 foot down. Mo.
That's right, Mike. Kristina landed with only 1 foot. That jump does not count.
Okay, so if Kristina can straighten out on this next one and put both feet down, she may have first place.
On your mark, get set.
Off of the bridge with the powerful jump, folks. Blowing away our previous mark. And our judges will be measuring what exactly that mark was. Let's go to Mo and get the results. Mo.
Her jump, 14 feet even.
All right, 14 feet even. So she's now going for a personal best.
On your mark, get set.
And so Kristina, with the initial momentum and flying through the air, and she improved on her last jump, folks. So we'll get an official ruling on that, and I believe it is a personal best as our judges measure what her mark was. Let's go to Mo and get the official results. Mo.
Kristina's third and best jump, 15 feet 9 inches. That puts her in first place, Mark in second place, Jerome in third place.
Okay, and so take a look at Kristina right here as she goes leaping into the air and flying away with the first place finish, which is worth 300 points of that last one. And we have Mark. Mark, how did it feel in that last event?
Well, I know I had to get, because I only had 500 points, I know I had to get a lot more to get first, so I tried and I succeeded.
You got 200 points. 200 points for that last one. Now we're going to take a look at the replay right here, and you can describe for us what was going through your mind as you were jumping off the bridge.
Well, I had a lot of stress in me because I know I had to fly to get far, so I just jumped my farthest and I made it.
You jumped your furthest and you made it, and now let's go to Mo and check out where all of our players stand on the leaderboard. Mo.
Jerome is still in the lead with 1,000 points and tied in second place with 700 points each. Mark in red, Kristina in purple.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, longest yards in the bag, purple flag. Now the crag, our biggest event yet to come. Stick around. Welcome back to Guts, where we are getting prepared for our final event, the Aggro Crag, the sound and fury of a living, breathing mountain, ready to take on our players. But first, let's go to the leaderboard. Mo.
After 4 events, Jerome in blue is in the lead with 1,000 points and tied in second place with 700 points each, Mark in red and Kristina in purple.
And so that's a look at where they stand. Now let's take a look at how they got there. And going up in our first event, jump ball. There, yeah, on the second try, Kristina knocking it into her section. But Jerome came back, dominating this event, taking first place in jump ball, our first event. And right here in free kick, that's Mark showing you his soccer skills right here. Going from left to right with cannons, just shooting those soccer balls one after the other. He took second in that. Jerome took first. And Jerome, with the perfect score intact, going into invisible boat, scorching all path in the water with a nice stretch, took first place in that. And then Kristina in the longest yard. Look at her form right here as she tucks her legs right up, extending her body and planting her feet and taking first place points in that last event before the crag, the longest yard. And now we go into our final event, the Aggro Crag, that big mountain our players about to go head to head with every time. And our players right here in the Aggro Crag, full of different surprises each day. As our players climb, they could trigger obstacles like floods, avalanches, snowstorms, loose ledges, and rolling rocks. And the sound and fury of a living mountain, as I said. It now begins at our 6-foot rock ledge Boulder Canyon. So folks, we are getting ready for our final event. Let's go to Mo for the rules.
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must light up each of 8 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of the targets, including the final one at the peak of the mountain, will receive first place points. Mike.
And so our final event, the Aggro Crag, as Mark and Kristina both tied for second place with 700 points. Jerome in the lead with 1,000. Our event is far from over here today, folks, because in our final event, the Aggro Crag, the points have skyrocketed. Third place being worth 375 points, second 550, and first place 725 points. Who will get to the top of that mountain first? Who will light up their color flag first? Who will take home a glowing piece of our awesome rock and the gold medal? All on the line right here in our final event. Kick it off, Mo.
Players, on your mark, get set.
And that whistle means begin the climb up a Boulder Canyon. As you take a look at Jerome, our leader, and there Kristina, making her way a little tentative in Boulder Canyon. But Mark hitting his first actuator, and the snow going on Jerome. It looks like right here, Mark is in the lead. Kristina hesitating, she's behind. Right now it's Mark. It's Mark in the lead, followed by Jerome. Mark in red, the rocks come falling down. Still in front, it looks like Mark at the top of the crag first. Oh, but having trouble. Jerome come from behind. Jerome slips. Jerome in blue. It's Jerome! And then Mark! Oh, folks, what a comeback at the end right there. And Kristina continuing her climb and getting some help from the crag troll as she locks in third. And right there, smiles on the face of our winner and our other players, Mark and Kristina. Let's go to Mo for our results from the crag. What a finish right there, folks, as our players climb to the top right there. Mark and Jerome right at the finish. A fantastic finish right there. And let's go to Mo for our official results of the crag.
Well, here they are, Mike. In fact, Jerome in blue full started, so that actually puts him in third place automatically, Mike. Therefore, Mark in red came in first place and Kristina in purple came in second place. Mike.
Oh, folks. So Jerome, who was automatically put in third place beginning his Boulder Canyon climb, tragically false starting right here after an awesome performance up the crag, all for naught, climbing unaware of his false start and coming in, locking in, feeling he is in first place, raising his fist in jubilation, but false starting. Tragic end to our last event. Let's go to Mo and find out our final leaderboard standings.
Well, Mike, in third place today, Kristina in purple with 1,250 points. In second place, Jerome in blue, 1,375 points. Our winner today, Mark in red, 1,425 points.
And so the bronze going to Kristina, who won the longest yard event, second on the crag. The silver going to Jerome JJ, who won the first 3 events and a fantastic performance on the crag. Even though we false started, it was certainly exciting for us to watch. And the gold medal going to Mark. And Mark, who got up the crag first because of that disqualification, means he gets a glowing piece of our awesome rock. A great performer. No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids have guts. Do you have it?
All Guts players compete in Reebok athletic shoes. To remind you that on Planet Reebok, there are no limits.
Guts was recorded in front of a live audience in the Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida.